Life coaching focuses more on your future, where you want to achieve goals, you want to achieve something in life, whereas traditional therapy, psychology, is more about past traumas, childhood abuse, so many things that have happened in the past.
Which I don't know why, even obviously it can get difficult for people, but I have never ever been of the sort, Allah, shukr alhamdulillah, that I actually go back in my past and be like, yaar, ye nahi hona chahiye tha, ho gaya, aage chalo, so, and that's how life needs to be. So, sir, while we are at it, what exactly is life coaching? How does it differ from traditional therapy? You have jawab de diya. How can life coaching support someone struggling with mental health challenges?
Right. So, life coaching has been lately a new concept. Previously, it was, as I said before, more like traditional psychology, talking about your past experiences and how to get rid of them. Life coaching is now more about where anybody who feels stuck in life, we wake up in the morning and all the day passes by and we are like, pura din guzar gaya, kuch bhi nahi kiya. Life coaching is about setting priorities in life, setting goals in life, having a purpose in life. What is important to me? My career, my relationships, my family, so many things. And then channel them in a way that you can then allow and reach out and achieve those goals through traditional life coaching.
In our society, people do not know much about going to a psychologist, going to a therapist. But if we talk about a life coach, this concept is comparatively even newer. It's actually a concept which is even far rare in our society. So how can someone identify if they need a life coach?
And in particular, obviously with married couples, so both of them will always be blaming each other. You need to go see a psychologist. You need to go see a psychologist. How do they decide?
Right. So first of all, the first step is that you identify that there is a problem. We all try to put things under the rug, saying,
Shadi-shuda zindagi masle to honge na. I mean, I would want to take the approach our grandparents have taken always, so they've resorted to things, in between each other, so they've always stayed in their bedroom, it's not like you have to be really vocal about it. Obviously, yes, if it gets beyond your limit, you really need to kind of go seek help and raise concerns about it with your family and everybody else. When is that time when you really need to go to somebody that, okay, I cannot, probably it's a nervous breakdown?
Yeah. So you start to identify as soon as you start to doubt yourself. So there's this constant voice in your head that keeps on doubting you. I'm not good enough. I don't look good enough. My voice is not fine. My suit is not fine. And all of those self-doubts are there. It is in every human being. I would be wrong in saying I myself being a life coach. I have self-doubts myself. I'm not perfect. To identify and be aware of those voices in your head, and then to have a life coach to help you manage those voices and to use different techniques in life coaching, which is NLP, timeline therapy, to then identify those self-doubts and get ahead of them. I'll give you an analogy.
Sure.
You go to a school, you have a child who has in art, so many books on his back, right? And you have like 10, 15 kgs of bag carrying. Imagine those bags and that weight as your past negative emotions, all past traumas, everything, and you're dragging along in life, trying to achieve your career in this fast-paced world. But you won't be able to do that. So as a life coach, we come in and we try to get rid of that extra baggage that you're carrying all the time and help you, and that way you achieve your goals in the future without that baggage on you.
And I'll give you another analogy over here. So I would want to give you another analogy, and that is that now imagine that in life, whenever you come across somebody, so maybe in the morning, if somebody, gets into road rage with you, what they're trying to do is that they're trying to get rid of their baggage by dumping it onto you. Now, how do you think that anyone can actually avert that by, hey, you know what, I'm not going to let you do that on me or with me, so probably, find another person to do that. How can we be that confident that, Bhaijan, ye hamare saath na kare, aap kisi aur ke saath.
Right. You can relate it to your own self, Shahzad. So when you were relatively younger, right, you would have got into fights, road rage more quicker compared to now you are today, because you've evolved with time. And that's how you naturally evolve. It's a natural, God-gifted way that we evolve. We learn.
Time nahi zaya karna yaar.
But what's the success rate of it? For example, somebody is going to a life coach. What is the success rate?
So it's like, you want to go to the gym every day. Every day you put your clothes there, you get a gym membership, but you don't go there. A life coach is somebody who is not only going to make you accountable, But he's the one who's going to get rid of all those self-doubts about body shaming, about what I need to do, and help you to stay on track. He's like your personal GPS.
True.
He's like your Google Maps. Every week you meet, you set goals, you give tasks to each other, and then you make sure that the next time you meet in a session, you complete those tasks.
Yeah.
It's very different to mentoring, where you, after months, 2 months, 3 months, you go to a general mentor in life.
Yeah.
They just have a discussion with you.
And you know, to kind of simplify it, imagine that, we have had life coaches all through our lives. Now
Yes.
imagine maybe our parents, maybe our friends and whatnot. So I still remember when I started my television career with a private channel, my friends used to always be with me, because I always lacked that kind of confidence.
Yep.
And then they were like, hey, you know what, you can do it, yeah, no problem. We're sitting over here, you will manage it and whatnot. It used to give me so much of confidence that I was able to kind of overcome all of those barriers as well. So everybody has had life coaches, but it's just that we, when there's a label that we put to it, then people are like, oh, I don't know whether I need a life coach or not. So it's just there to make you better. But thank you so much for being with us. Lovely to be in conversation with
Thank
you.
you so
Lovely to
much.
see somebody with such a smiling face early in the morning, just like me.